All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. There's some Vikings news and nuggets out there that are definitely worth talking about. JJ McCarthy, Byron Murphy's latest contract projections, and more. Some trade talk as well. This episode brought to you by BetUS. Get over BetUS. Use that promo code YouTube150 for 150% bonus on your first deposit and an additional 125% bonus on your next two, up to $2,000. Play responsibly. BetUS. Let's see if the Vikings are being responsible with some of these rumors.
Yeah, let's start with Albert Breer down at the Super Bowl. We didn't get invited to the Super Bowl to cover it. I don't know what the hell. Must have got lost in the mail.
I don't
maybe
think they
next
send out
year.
invites.
Maybe next year. I don't know. But he says JJ McCarthy is ahead of schedule and able to do just about everything now. He also goes on to say the Vikings are comfortable with him as their starting quarterback in 2025. To get a little more detailed, he's able to do just about everything right now. He's going to have a full offseason, so he's not going to be limited by anything this offseason. They'd be comfortable with him as their starting quarterback in 2025 was his exact quote. So JJ McCarthy ahead of schedule. I love this.
Yeah, he went on about a 2-minute rant on, I believe it was Rich Eisen, maybe. Anyways, he went on a 2-minute rant, just loving him, kissing him, talking up JJ McCarthy so damn much and making it very clear that the Vikings also love him and he's ready to go. He said he's going to be able to do everything this offseason, which is huge. If all of a sudden he's going to be limited, it's like, okay, what's going on? And then also the latest projections, it's plus 350 for JJ McCarthy to be the Vikings starting quarterback, which also says a lot. Vikings fans, buckle up. He's our guy. He's ready. We're going to win the Super Bowl.
And an added little bonus to this is it's throwing some cold water on the Sam Darnold returning. Just
it's peeing all over that, man. It's not even, it's urine. It ain't happening. It's not happening. JJ McCarthy's our boy. The big question is who will back him up?
Yeah,
we'll find
and
out.
Maybe he's already here. Daniel freaking Dimes.
Technically, he's a free agent, so might still be here. It's awkward.
So that's big news.
Big news for JJ McCarthy.
It's big news, and it's great news for not just JJ McCarthy, but the entire Minnesota Vikings organization. What may not be as great news is the projected number for Byron Murphy, what it may cost to retain his services in 2025 and beyond.
Yeah, I mean, Spot Track, however you want to call it, came out, and they're pretty. I mean, they're not just some random ass site. They're one of the biggest ones out there as far as contracts. And his projection, if you're watching this thing, I'm gonna let you swallow your coffee or juice before you spit it out. They're projecting him to make $22.1 million a year. Good Lord, that's like, I mean, he's right at the top for highest paid corners.
And they're projecting a 4-year contract with a total of $88 million, at $22.1 million a year.
That would put him at third highest paid corner in the league.
I don't spit. I swallow. No matter what kind of news I'm getting. $22.1 million. I mean, he's earned a big contract, but did he earn this big of a contract?
No. I mean, the numbers have always been 15 to 17. That's always been the range. And I mean, this is 5 more than even the 17. I'm really good at math. Like, for him to be the top 3 paid corner, I get he's young. He's coming off a best season. Holy shit, that's 2 starting guards.
And don't forget, he was the defensive MVP at the Pro Bowl in that flag football game.
That's what jacked up the price. I mean, this isn't the Holy Grail. This doesn't mean this is what he's going to get, but it's definitely an indicator that maybe we need to prepare.
And just, maybe the Vikings are willing to pay it. We don't know what they're willing to pay, what they're not. There hasn't been much scuttlebutt lately about the Vikings and Byron Murphy working on a deal or talking a deal even. So we haven't heard anything about that for a couple months. So I don't know. Again, that's a big portion of your spending if you go ahead and invest in Byron Murphy. The thing that does make me worried is like going into 2025 with basically a whole new cornerback group. I mean, it could be a whole new secondary, corners and the safeties from what we saw last year if no one comes back.
They're going to have to decide where they're putting this money. We got holes, and they're big-time holes. The interior offensive line, defensive line, and cornerback, even if he does come back. But, at that price tag, the Vikings have to look at, maybe they just franchise him. Even the franchise tag is less than that. I think it's 20 million, 20 point, whatever, 21. Like, or you do the transition tag where someone can match him, and then it's at like 17 or something. But, man, the Vikings are kicking themselves in their Peter parts because they were trying to get this done before the season. It was nowhere near this. And this is just a risk you take.
And if you're Byron Murphy, you're going to go look for that money. Why would you not? So I don't think he has any loyalties or allegiances to the Vikings. So he's going to get paid wherever he goes. And go get your money, Byron. I hope you come back here. But if you need to go somewhere else, I understand.
I saw him projected with this type of contract. Sporting News had him going to the Packers.
Oh,
paying the 22. That would suck ass. But this will be a talker. He's our big boy. Hopefully it gets done before free agency, so there's not a bidding war, because people will want Byron Murphy at that beautiful age. But we got some more news.
We do. We talked a little bit last night about Cooper Kupp in the trade. You know, Rams saying he's going to be available for trade. Cooper not very happy about it, but there's a little bit more on that from Doogie today. He says it's just not KOC. There are other people in Egan who think the world of Cooper Kupp, but then he does say that he thinks the Rams would have to cut him or eat a ton of money because the Vikings are not absorbing a big Cooper Kupp cap number.
Julian Marker lives in Egan. Maybe he's talking about him. He's not.
Yeah, I mean, who are these people? Maybe it's the people who work at the local Chick-fil-A. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of teams that want Cooper Kupp. There's a lot of coaches that have coached Cooper Kupp in his time. KOC is not just this holy grail. He's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to go play there. I love him. So, yeah, I think when all is said and done, they're going to have to cut him. Even the compensation that they're going to get is not going to be what they want. And then you'll just have the pick of the litter. But I love the fact that they're interested.
Yeah. Again, they're just not gonna pay him. Not interested one bit. Again, does he get cut? Will some team give something for him? I don't know. Maybe we throw him a 2027 fifth rounder.
Can you go that far ahead in the future?
I don't know. But again, the contract still has to be reworked. So you're probably just gonna wait it out.
A lot of based off of our video we did yesterday, no one's overly thrilled to trade for Cooper Kupp. If they were to sign him as a free agent to a very incentive-laced contract, which would make sense for him, it would be a lot easier to swallow than give up compensation. But this will, again, like Byron Murphy, Cooper Kupp, this will be one to watch.
And we will be watching very, very closely.
Very, very closely. Is there any other news and nuggets out there?
No, that was it. That was the big trifecta we touched on.
Trifecta, the biggest thing out of this, JJ McCarthy is looking like the next freaking Joe Montana. He's ready to go. Let us know in the comments. Remember, get your butts over to BetUS. Use that promo code YouTube 150 for that beautiful 150% bonus on your first deposit up $2,000.
All right, Onebar, what's it called when an animal sleeps through the winter?
Hibernation.
Did you know what it's called when they sleep through the summer?
Lazy.
Estivation.
I knew it.